All right, good evening, everyone. This evening's class is going to be it's a beginner class. All right, we're going to be talking mainly about MetaTrader, how to use basically trading platforms. We're going to be focusing on trading platforms today, trading platforms and tools. We're going to be talking about how to place trades on MT5, MetaTrader 4, and MetaTrader 5. We're going to show you how to, fix your stop loss, your take profit, modify your trades, trades that are already existing. And also we're going to be showing you how to place indicators on the charts, and so you can use them to analyze your trades, right? And so I'm going to attempt to do this from my phone because I know a lot of us like to trade on the phone. So I think it would be easier for us to just follow through and do this on the phone rather than on the computer. You can see my screen already, so I can I can do it quickly here. But let's first of all go to the phone so that we can be done with that. Then we can come back to the computer and then do it. For most of us trade with phone. So if you trade with your phone here, or you want to trade with your phone, just put a 1 in the chat. If you trade with your computer, put a 2 in the chat, right? If you trade with your phone, put a 1 in the chat. If you've traded your phone, put a 1 in the chat. If you trade with your computer, put a 2 in the chat. Waiting for your chat, guys. So someone says 1 in the chat. So you trade with your phone. Okay, who else trades with their phone or would like to trade with your phone rather than a computer? Okay, I say 1-1. Okay, so most of us are looking to use our phones to trade rather than on the computer. Okay, so let's go with the phone then. Okay, so can you see my screen? Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right.
Yeah, I tried to type a message on the chat, but it's disabled. So
Okay,
I'm
so
trying to say that I use my laptop.
hold on, let me make sure that let me make sure that that is let me make sure that that's set up. The chat. Oh, boy. So now these are like I was saying, we look to this bottom of the screen, you see quotes, you have the charts, you have trade, you have history, you have settings. Now under quotes is where you find the instruments that you are meant to be trading, right? Or you want to trade. Quotes here is more like your watch list, where you place all the instruments you want to trade or you want to monitor. Okay, it's either your watch list, basically like your watch list, right? So now there are only 2 instruments here right now. I can decide to add more instruments there or remove instruments from this place, right? Now when we come to chart, this is where you find the charts. The chart display of the particular instrument you want to monitor or you want to analyze, right? Now you can see to the top of the screen here, you have NZD CAD H1. H1 there is telling you that you are on a 1 hour chart. It's telling you that you're on a 1 hour chart, right? And the instrument is NZDCAD. NZDCAD. Okay. That's for NZDCAD. Now, when you come to trade, this is where your balance, your account, your active trades will be running. Your active trades, your pending orders, everything appears under trades. Then history is where your entire history appears, your funds, how much you have there and all of that, all the trades you have closed, be it in positive, be it in negative, all the trades you have closed would appear here under your history, right? Under history, right? Now, let's do something first. Let's add more instruments to the quotes here. Let's add more instruments to quotes so that we can trade something different. We come here now and we decide that we do not want to trade NZDCAD or NZDCHF. So what would we do then? Let's add another instrument. Let's say we want to add gold, and gold is XAUUSD, right? XAUUSD. So we come to enter symbol here, enter symbol. We search for XAUX, XAU, XAUU. So I can see XAUUSD there, right? So I click on that, XAUUSD. That's the instrument there. So I have XAUUSD appear there. Now you see, it wasn't there before, I just added it now. And what I want to do is I want to trade on this particular instrument instead of trading the ones that are already there. So what I do is I click on it and you can see all the pop-ups here. You see you have trade. Once you click on the instrument on the quotes, you have several pop-ups here. You have a pop-up here and it has trade, you have chart, you have details, statistics, and so on and so forth. Now, if you want to just switch to chart and we want to look at what's happening on the chart before you decide where you want to enter your trade, you click on chart. Let's go to chart. Okay, so you can see this is the chart right now. This is the chart of XAUUSD currently. This is what the chart looks like right now, right? This is what the chart looks like right now. And then we decide, okay, we want to be able to enter a trade here. If you want to enter a trade here, you can decide there are two ways to enter this trade. There are two ways to enter this. So let's look at something first. First of all, we have gold. We have a gold chart. Okay. We have a gold chart. We are on a 1 hour. We're on a gold 1 hour chart. You can see it on the screen there. A gold 1 hour chart, right? So what this tells us is that we're on the chart. On the chart we are seeing here is a 1 hour chart. We can decide to change it to 4 hour chart or a 30-minute chart, a 15-minute chart, and all that. And the way to do that is you see the H1 at the top there. You just click on that. You see all of this comes up. You have 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and so on and so forth. Right? It pops off after a few seconds. But that's enough time for you to change the chart in case you want to do it. If we go there and we click on H4, now we have a chart. We have a different chart. This is a H4 chart right now, right? Now, if we decide we want to enter this trade, there are two ways we do it. We can either use enter from the screen here. This is one advantage that MetaTrader 5 has over MetaTrader 4, which you won't find on MetaTrader 4. So I'll do it here. I'll do it in the two ways, so that you can also do this on MetaTrader 4 in case you decide to trade on MetaTrader 4, right? So you see the trade button at the top here, at the top right hand of the screen. You see a button that looks like a rectangle that has a circle in between. The left side is red, the right side is blue. That is the trade button, right? When you click on the trade button, now it pops up. It's asking you to select your lot size, right? It's asking you to select your lot size. So here we're going to change the lot size here to 0.0. Let's say we change it to 0.01, right? 0.01. And on this trade, what do we want to do? Let's say we want to make a buy trade. So we'll click on buy. And this buy we're taking right now is a trade to be triggered at current market price. Okay, so we click on buy. So you will need to select this because this is the instant, this is one-click trading option, one-click trading activation on your MetaTrader. So you need to select one click, accept it, and this is the button that will help you to be able to enter trades instantly on your trading on the chat page here, and then also be able to close out trades like that, right? So we accept, and then in this case now we go buy. Once we click on buy, you can see the sound of a buy trade here just activated, and you can see our buy trade at the bottom of the screen there. The trade is activated buy. Now you notice that you didn't even leave the screen at all. You didn't leave here to take a trade, right? So that is one way to activate the trade. Now another way to do it is you come to quotes again, you click on XAUUSD. This is the way you would do it on MetaTrader 4. You can also do it on MetaTrader 5 this way, but this is the only function you will find on MetaTrader 4. For MetaTrader 5 is both what I just did now and this one I'm about to do now. You find both of them. You'll be able to take trades like this. You'll be able to take trades on this both ways on MetaTrader 5. But on MetaTrader 4, you'll be able to do only this one. So what you do is you click on the instrument, click on trade, right? Make sure your lot size is selected. You see market execution, just select lot size. You click on buy if it's a buy trade you want to take. Now, what we've done now is that we've activated 2 buy trades and we've done them in 2 different ways. That's what we've done now, right? And then there's another way to even enter a trade, especially when you just entered the trade now. If you just entered a trade right now and you want to enter another trade, there's a plus sign on this trade page. To the top right hand of the screen there, right, you will see a plus sign. That plus sign, you can use it to add trades to the trades that are currently running, right? It will go straight to the instrument you just placed the last trade on. So we'll come here now, we click on that plus sign. You see that it's showing us gold already. And the last trade we placed was already a gold trade. Okay, so we can just basically add another trade. That is if we want to do that, right? So what we've done now, we've entered 3 different trades and we've done them in 3 different ways. So this is how you are able to take trades on MetaTrader 4 or 5. Now, let's go to quotes again. Now, we want to add some other instruments here, but we want to remove some of them that are already here. We want to remove NZD-CAD. We want to remove NZD-CAD here and add, let's say, GBP-USD. Okay, so the way we remove NZD-CAD is we use the edit button. You see the edit button to the top right hand of the screen there. Click on that. Then select NZD-CAD. Then you see a delete button, a basket button appear to the top right hand side of the screen. Click on that and NZD-CAD is gone. All right, now we go back. We are back to quotes now. You see we now have NZD-CHF and gold, XAUUSD. Now we want to add another instrument. Let's add GBP-USD. So the way to do that is we search, enter symbol for search. So we do that. We search GBP-USD. So once you type the first 4 letters of an instrument, the first 4 letters of an instrument, whatever instrument it is, it pops up, right? So click on you see a button you should check there. Check that button. Once you check it, it's added to quotes already, right? Added to quotes. So we cancel and go back. Now you see we have GBP-USD added to quotes already. And then we can basically trade that if we want to do that, right? So yeah. So that's that. We have that running. We have that already. Okay. So now you notice that we did not, when we enter these trades, and also look at the trade button at the top of this screen right here. If you want to remove that button, so you do not mistakenly place a trade that you're not that you were not intending to place, just click on the trade button again. trade button to the top right-hand side of the screen, click on it, and then the trade panel will disappear. Okay, if you want it back again, you click on the trade button, the trade panel appears, and then you can adjust your stop loss or take profit there. Sorry, you can adjust your lot size. And if you don't want it there again, you just click again and it goes, right? So that really helps for flexibility to be able to take trades. Sometimes you want to be able to enter a trade when you are seeing the trade. This is one advantage that MT5 has over MT4, right? Okay. So now, usually for every trade you are taking, you should have a stop loss and a take profit. Now, it is very, very important for you to have a stop loss, especially a stop loss. And the reason for that is you want to be able to manage your risk, right? You don't want to place a trade, and if the trade goes against you, all your money is gone. That is not a wise move. So, and the only way you can prevent that from happening is by using a stop loss. Okay, so you notice these trades we placed now, we didn't place a stop loss. We were just entering trades, I was just entering those trades to show you how you could enter those trades, right? Now, it's important that you place a stop loss on your trades. So there are two ways you do that as well. You can decide to enter a trade manually, instantly, and then impute your stop loss and take profit later on that trade. Sometimes the market is moving very fast, and you're not able to set your stop loss and take profit before you enter the trade, right? Now, after you've entered the trade, what you then do is you set your stop loss on and take profit on the trade that you've already entered, okay? On the trade that you've already entered. Now, there are some cases where you enter the trade. In fact, most cases, you should set your stop loss and take profit before you enter the trade. We're going to do both now, so you see how we do it, okay? Now, we entered a gold trade, or we entered 3 gold trades now. And then what we want to do is that the trades are already running. Look at them here. Under trades, you have 3 trades already running here right now, right? Now, these 3 trades, there is no stop loss or take profit in them. Look at what we have there. There is no stop loss or take profit numbers attached to them. There's no stop loss or take profit numbers attached to them. So, and it's not smart to trade like this. So what we will do then is to adjust the trades and put stop loss and take profit figures where they are meant to be. So that's how you can modify a trade and impute your stop loss and take profit values. That is a trade that's already in process, a trade that is already active. Okay. Now, in the case where the trade is not already active, you can you can place your stop loss and take profit before activating that trade. All right. So let's endeavor to do this now. First of all, let's check where our stop loss, where should our stop loss be, where should our take profit be? So in this case, let's see. Let me use 2 horizontal lines here to show us this. Okay. So the first one is going to be where our stop loss would be, which is the one that's below. Then our take profit is going to be the one above here. Okay. So currently we see that market is running right now. You see where that relatively green line is. That is where current market price is. Then we have 2 blue lines. One is at the top, one is at the bottom. Remember, if you enter a buy trade, your take profit is at a higher point than your entry point. Okay? Your take profit is at a higher point than your entry point, right? And then your stop loss is below your entry point. If you enter a buy trade, your take profit is higher than your entry, while your stop loss is lower than your entry. So that's what we just did here now. So we're going to use these 2 numbers. Our stop loss is 3320.49, 3320.49, and our take profit is 333.003. Okay, let me try and impute that somewhere so that I don't miss that. So let's see. So SL is 333320. 0.49. TP, take profit, is 3332.03. Okay, so let's go and do it now. So I click on trade again. I come to my instrument here. I click on it. You see, when I click on it, what do you see? It says close position, modify trade, and all that, right? What you're looking for is to modify this trade. Modify the trade. So click on modify position. Now, when we click on modify position, you see stop loss and take profit. So we're going to take the stop loss number here. The stop loss is 332.49. So we're going to change that 3320.49. Then take profit value is 3332.03. 3332.03. You see? So we've imputed, what we've done now is that we've adjusted an already active trade to change the stop loss and take profit values, right? Or to impute stop loss and take profit values. That's what we've done here right now. We'll click modify. Now that trade has been, stop loss and take profit have been added to those two trades, have been added to that trade. And we may need to do it for all the trades that we have running here. Okay, if you're taking 3 trades, make sure you do it for those 3 trades. Okay. Now, if we want to enter a trade, which is the ideal thing, we want to enter a trade and we want to do it before, we want to impute our stop loss and take profit values before we enter the trade, right? So how do we do that? So let's say we want to enter a GBP USD trade for a buy, GBP USD trade for a buy, right? So let's first of all go to chart. Let's look at the chart here. Let's go to chart. So it's always important for you to look at the chart so that you can have an idea of what's going on there. So we'll look at the chart here. Let's say we assume, let's say we would like to take a buy trade as well on GBP USD. Let's say we want to take a buy trade on GBP USD. Okay. So what do? We pick the trade. So what we'll do is that we come to quotes. We'll select GBP USD, click on GBP USD, and we click on trade. See, we click on trade. This is where we adjust all our parameters to enter the trade before we enter the trade. So we say we want to enter a buy trade. What lot size are we going to use? We'll select the lot size. We install our stop loss. We install and take profit before we enter the trade. Okay, so let's go and look for our stop loss and take profit before we enter this trade. So this trade is currently running at 1.35023. That's the current market price from what we can see on the green number there, right? That's the current market price. Now, let's impute our stop loss and take profit levels. So we'll put our stop loss here. We put our stop loss, putting our stop loss under this low here, under this low where I'm seeing here right now. You see this low. We'll put our stop loss under it. Okay. We want to make sure that we're putting our stop loss at the right points. Then we put our take profit above. Now, why are we putting stop loss below and take profit above? Because when you enter a buy trade, you are expecting price to go up. And if price is going up, that is the target. That means price is rising. That means the target on your trade, the take profit, what price needs to do for it to make you profit is to go up. So if it's going to go up, your take profit levels will have to be higher than your current market price. That's what you need to do. That's the reason why we're putting take profits ahead. Now for stop loss, if you enter a buy trade and market starts going against you, that's the purpose of a stop loss, so that it can stop you out at a reasonable level so you don't lose all your funds, right? So you put your stop loss below the current market price for a buy trade. If it's for a sell trade, then this order I just mentioned now will be reversed. So if you're selling, you are expecting price to come down. So your take profit level will be lower than your current market price, right? To be lower. So if this was a sell trade now, we will expect price to come below. So our take profit will be below, while our stop loss will be above current market price, right? So let's say we want to enter a buy trade here. So our entry is current market price, but our stop loss is 1.3 stop loss is 1.34848 1.34848 1.34848. Okay, then take profit is 1.35333 1.35333. Okay, so let's go. Now we go back to quotes again. This is us now. We're trying to enter a trade, impute our stop loss and take profit values before we enter at all. We don't want to go the other route, which is manage the trade and change your stop loss values. And no, we don't want to do that. We want to enter the trade. We want to set our stop loss and take profit before we enter the trade. Okay, so now let's do that. We'll come to quote, click on GBP USD, click on trade. So now let's say we want to change our stop loss, want to change our lot size to 0.02, all right, 0.02. So what we'll do here, we'll change our loss size to 0.02. Now our trade is on 0.02, right? Now we are going to enter for a buy, but we need to set our stop loss and take profit first. So we'll set our stop loss here, stop loss level. Now, if you're on Android, you will see this as SL and TP. SL is on the left, TP is on the right. Okay, SL is on the left, TP is on the right. Okay, but on iPhone here, you are seeing stop loss and take profit. It's very clear. But there you are going to see SL and TP. SL is left, it's on the left-hand side. TP is on the right-hand side, right? So let's use the SL and TP. So SL is 1.34848. 1.348. 34848. That's SL. Then TP is 1.35333. 1.35333. Can you see? I have just imputed my stop loss and take profit values for this trade I'm entering. And also I changed my lot size to reflect, my account balance. I need to change my lot size to reflect my account balance. I can't just pick one lot or pick any lot. The reason I can't do that is because I need to make sure that I protect my funds, right? Of course, you have the liberty to pick whatever lot size you want to pick, as long as you understand, what the opportunities and risks are. You are good to go, right? So it's just a recommendation here that you pick a lot size that's commensurate with your account balance. But there are people who have other plans. There are people who want to be able to make a lot of money very quickly. You can decide whatever lot size you want to pick. It's up to you, as long as you understand what is at stake, what the potential profits are, what the potential drawdowns or risks might be. It's important you do that. But before you understand the risk, make sure that your lot sizes are quite small so that you can, weather any challenge that may come, right? So in this case now, we set our stop loss, we set our take profit, we click on buy by market. See, our trade is active. Our trade is active. We've entered our trade now. So when you look at our trade, we've already have our stop loss and our take profit active already. Okay. Okay. So yeah. Okay. Something else we need to look at is how do we add indicators to this chart? Okay. How do we add indicators to the chart? Now, if you are someone who has a particular indicator that he trades with or wants to trade with, it's very easy to add it to your chart. Very easy to add it to your chart. What you just need to do is open the chart. So let's go to, let's say we want to use NZDCHF here, or let's say we want to use gold here. Click on the instrument, we go to chart. Okay. Once we go to chart, we go to chart here, right? So we click on the screen. Now, when you're on iOS, like I am right now, all you need to do is tap on the screen and all of these will pop up. Trade, indicators, objects, and so on. Now, if you're on Android, when you click on the screen, you will see a circle pop up. A circle will pop up. And when the circle pop up, you will see an F function, F function. That F function is what you need, is where you find indicators. F function is written in italics, right? You see F that's written in italics. That's what you are looking for. Once you click on that, the indicator window pops up and then you can customize whatever you want to do. Add indicators, remove indicators, customize indicators and all that. You can do it from the F function that's written in italics. But for iPhone here, what you do is click on it on the screen as well. You go to indicators. Okay. So now we have indicators here. It's asking us, where do we want to place the indicator? Is it the main window or not, right? So we click on plus, and then we look for what we want to place. Let's say we were looking to use a moving average. The moving average is usually used to find trends. Moving average are trend indicators. The indicators that help you identify the trend of the market. So the market is either trending up or trending down or is in a sideways movement, right? Whichever one it is, that's one. A moving average can help with identifying that kind of a trend for a buy or a sell or otherwise, right? So let's click on moving average. Click on moving average. So it's asking you what are the configurations of this moving average you want to use. So every moving average may have a different configuration. So I may have a 4 moving average, which is a fast moving average. The smaller the number, the faster the moving average is. The larger the number, the slower the moving average will be. So slow and fast. Slow means that it will trigger very fast. It follows price very, very closely. That's what it means to be a fast moving average. Now, a slow moving average has a larger number, let's say 50 or 100 or 200, is a slower moving average because it follows price slowly. It follows price slowly. It doesn't follow price very quickly. Like a smaller moving average, like 4 or 7 or 10, right? Those are very small. Those are fast moving moving averages. Those are fast moving averages, right? So now what we have as default here is 10, okay? So we can decide to go with this 10 or we can decide to change it, okay? When we have a simple moving average and a close. So the colors here, what do we do? Let's say we change the colors here to, I think the color here is red already. Okay, so we click on done, okay? So we can see the moving average wasn't there before. Now the moving average has been added. Now we can make this moving average thicker. So we'll go again. We click on indicators. Okay. We click on moving average. We want to edit it, right? So we click on this and we can make it thicker. When we draw the lines, we shift the lines, we make it thicker. So now you see, it was thin before, now it's thick. It was thin before, but now you can see it's thicker, right? So this is how you add indicators to the chart. If you want to remove it too, it's the same thing. Just click on the chart, go to indicators, and then select that indicator. Select edit at the top there. Click on this moving average and click on done, right? So click on edit, select the moving average and click on done. Or you want to add a new moving average, is the same thing. Just click on the screen, click on the screen, select indicators, and then you can decide to add another one. It says main chart. Click plus sign. When you click on the plus sign is asking you to add another indicator. So there are times you want to use a moving average crossover strategy where one moving average crosses over the other one. you can definitely do this, right? So you click on plus sign, it asks you what indicator do you want to add. You decide what indicators you want to add, and then you add it, right? Okay, so this is the way you add indicators to your chart. Okay. Yeah. So are we following this? Let me exit this screen and quickly show us this on the computer, so that we can follow. I think one or two people who said they like to do this on the computer. So let me exit this screen so that I'll be able to show it to you on the computer as well. Okay. All right, so here we are now. Here we are now, right? This is what instrument were we trading? Let's say GBP USD. Trading GBP USD. Can you see my screen, please? Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, great. Now we are on the MetaTrader 5 for your computer. Now, where I mentioned a quote, that's what you have here as Market Watch. Market Watch is where you have all the instruments you want to trade. You can decide to remove some, or you can decide to select only the ones you want to trade. If you have a select number in mind, you just leave only those instruments available there. Or if you want to be able to just select any instrument you want to trade from a huge selection, from the entire selection basically that we have on Vantage Markets, all you need to do is leave the Market Watch there. You can always pick whatever instrument you want to trade, right? So here we are on GBP USD. Let's say this wasn't GBP USD. Let's say we're looking for NZD CHF. So there are two ways I would open NZD CHF here. I'll either right click and I go to new chart window. Okay, I click on chart window. Now it opens a new chart window for USD CHF. Right? Now if I didn't want to do that, let me just close this. If I didn't want to do that and I was on, let's say ATT here, and I wanted to change this to NZD CHF, I'll just click on NZD CHF chart, drag it to the screen like this, and it has turned to NZD CHF. So let me change this screen. Okay, so this is the NZD CHF chart right now. Okay, now if I want to enter the market here, what I need is the new order button. New order button. So I click on new order. Now, ideally, when I'm on a chart, any chart I am on, once I click on new order, the system assumes that I want to take a trade on that particular instrument. The system assumes that I want to take a trade on that particular instrument, right? But if I don't want to take a trade on that particular instrument, you can see here now, symbol, NZDCHF. So if I want to change that, I can always use the drop-down button here, drop-down arrow, and then I always decide to change to any other instrument I may have in mind to trade, right? But basically, when you come to a chart and you click on new order on top of that chart, the system assumes that you want to take a trade on that particular instrument, right? Now, I've selected NZDCHF. Yeah. Now I want to enter a trade. Here, right? Now you can see this lot size. Lot size is quite huge. 0.5 is a huge lot size. So I can decide I want to change this volume here. It's the same thing as lot size. So let's say I want to select 0.01. So I select 0.01. That's the minimum lot size. So you see my buy sell orders are active now. Okay. So let's say I click on buy. Okay. I click on buy. See, my trade is active. Okay, that's a buy trade. Now that I have my trade running, you notice something. I only have NZDCHF, I have buy, I have volume. I have stop loss and take profit are empty. Stop loss and take profit are empty, right? So I can do the same thing I did before, where I modified my stop loss and take profit, where I modified my trade and imputed my stop loss and take profit, right? So how I do that is this. First of all, I want to know where's my stop loss going to be, where's my take profit going to be. Okay, for this trade, I think I should use a different trade where I can use the sell, because what we did before was buy. So let's do one for sell. Okay. Okay. So let's sell NZDCHF. Let's go to a sell trade here. New order. Select 0. We'll select our lot size and we'll click on sell. Okay. So we're on the sell trade now. Now, once you're on a sell trade, the idea is that you are expecting price to drop. You're expecting price to drop to a lower level, right? So if price is meant to drop to a lower level, your take profit, it means that your take profit level will be lower, much lower than your current market price. Okay, your current market price is where you activated the trade. So if you're expecting price to drop, that means your take profit level, where you are meant to close out your trading profit, has to be a lower level than your current market price, right? That's the way it is. So let's use this now. Let's place a take profit level here. Let's say this is our take profit level now, and then our stop loss level. Remember, our stop loss is the opposite, which means that if we're entering a sell trade and price starts going backwards, upwards, that means it's going against our position, and that's where we need to use a stop loss, right? So a stop loss really will be a number will be at a price level that is higher than your current market price, right? Your stop loss level for a sell trade will be higher than your current market price. So in this case now, we're using 0.47726 for stop loss, and then for take profit, we're using 0.47389. All right, so what we're going to do on this trade is that we're going to modify this trade and change the parameters for stop loss and take profit. Okay, so let's do that now. So once you right click on the trade, you go to modify or delete. Click on that. So it's going to give us the page here, pop up here, where we can modify the trade. So this is where we impute our stop loss and take profit. Stop loss is 0.47726. Okay. Then for take profit, we have 0.47389. 0.47389. So that's our take profit level right here. So we have take profit, we have stop loss level. Okay. So now automatically this calculates for you the take profit, and so it's telling us that our stop loss is 102 points, while our take profit is 225 points. Automatically done for us, right? So we can click on modify. Now you see, once we modify, our take profit level is active, our stop loss level is active. So this is how you handle a trade that you already have entered, just like the way I did it on the mobile environment. Now this is on the desktop environment, on your laptop or desktop environment, right? This is how you do it. Now, if you want to enter a new trade, ideally, like we said, when you're entering a trade, you should have your stop loss and take profits in place already before you place a buy or a sell. Okay. Now, what we did here is there are certain occasions. Can you see the SL and TP have appeared? There are certain occasions when market is moving very quickly. You want to be able to lock in a particular price. You want to enter buy or sell now so that you lock in a particular price and then impute your stop loss and take profit later. That's where this one I just did now is useful. Okay. Now, if you've analyzed the trade and you want to enter that trade, you should be having your stop loss and take profit levels set before you even place a buy or sell. All right. So that's what we're going to do now. So let's pick probably another instrument. Okay. Another instrument. So what we'll do here is that we want to trade on NZD-USD. We want to place a sell trade on NZD-USD. We can see that price is coming down, so we assume it should sell. for some time. So what we'll do is that let's place a sell trade on NZD USD. By the way, this is not the proper analysis. We're just learning how to activate trades the proper way, right? So what we'll do now is go to new order. Okay, so we'll select our volume. Let's say we want to change our volume here to, volume is lot size, change it here to 0.02. Okay, now what is our stop loss? Before we enter this trade, we have to even identify our stop loss and take profit levels. So let's say we expect price to drop to this level here. That's 0.58678. Then for stop loss, we expect this to be our stop loss somewhere above this high here. This is a high point. This is a swing high here. Let's say we're expecting this swing high to be our stop loss level, this bottom here to be our take profit level, right? So what we're going to do now, we're going to impute this value into the stop loss area, impute the value for the stop loss into stop loss, and then impute the value for take profit into the take profit area, right? So let's do that. We have 0.59 for stop loss, 318. That's for stop loss. Then take profit. Remember, notes, guys, if this number is incorrect by some amount, these buttons here, these buy and sell buttons will become gray. They'll become inactive. So it's telling you that the numbers are wrong, right? You see what I'm saying? I'll probably show it to you now. Let's say in place of stop loss, we mistakenly want to put a take profit we want to put the take profit price there rather than stop loss. So we do 5. Look, it's active now. 59. No, 58. 58. 58678. 678. Okay. So if we click on okay, we have not entered the market. Okay, let's watch this. Let's say we click on sell. Can you see that? Invalid SL and TP. Now, if you're doing it on your phone, once you impute that number, it becomes the TP and SL becomes gray, which means it's inactive. It's telling you something is wrong. All right, so it's invalid. Okay, so let's do what we're meant to do. So that will help you to know if your numbers are wrong. So 59 for TP, for SL 59318. Then for take profit, we have 0.558. 678. Okay, and we click on sell, right? So you see, active now. The trade is active. So we have our stop loss and take profit in place already before we enter the market. Okay. All right. So the next thing we'll do is let's try to install indicators like we did before here. Install indicators on this chart. Okay. Where do you find the indicator? You go to insert, go to indicators. Now there are the indicators here are on the desktop environment is categorized. So you have trend indicators, you have oscillators, you have volume, you have Bill Williams, you have custom. So what we are looking for now is we're looking for moving averages. We want to use moving averages here. So moving averages fall under trend. They are indicators that help you identify trend. So we'll go to trend, then we'll go to moving averages, moving average. And then what we did there is that we did 10. So let's do 10 here as well. So we'll do 10. And then basically we click OK. So you see the moving average has appeared. Now, if you wanted to do, if you were doing a strategy that required you to do a moving average crossover, like I said earlier, you just add another one to this chart, and then you can use it. Just like we saw here. Look at this chart now. This chart has a moving average crossover. So it has one red candle, it has one red moving average, it has a blue and a red moving average. So when it crosses over, that may be an indication for a sell. That may be an indication for a trade, right? Now, it doesn't mean you should jump into the trade like that, but there are a couple of confirmations that you should still do. But basically, that's how a moving average crossover works. And then you can have as many indicators. you want to be on the chart. You can decide, I want to add fractal. I want to add whatever you want to add. Let's say we want to add something else. Let's try and add something else. Okay. This is not there. Let me see that one. Okay. Let's say we add let's say we add the RSI here. So this becomes another indicator. See, so another indicator. So you can always add as many indicators as you need for you to be able to get the confirmations that you need for you to enter a trade. Okay. So this is where we'll end the class today. Do we have any questions? We just have 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. Who has a question? Quickly.
Sorry, I missed out on the part for the phone. My internet fluctuated.
Okay.
So I just wanted you to just demonstrate that on the phone. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. So what you're going to do is that this class is being recorded. So you're going to go back to
okay.
it. Yes. So it's being recorded. You go back.
Oh, thank you.
Because
Thank you.
yes. Yeah. So that will be easier for us to handle. Okay. Any other person with any question?
Yeah, so you said today we're actually not doing actual analysis, but just a demonstration, right? Hello?
Yes, yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes,
now I can
yes.
hear you. Okay.
Yes, definitely, definitely. That's what we're doing today. We're just demonstrating. We're showing you how to enter. That's a class we have for today, showing you how to, enter trades and manipulate your orders and all of that on the MetaTrader apps.
Okay, thank you.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for coming. And this class being recorded. It's going to once it's done, it will be posted on YouTube, and the link will be shared in the group so that we can go over it for those of us who, especially those of us who are new to trading in this trading environment. You might need to go over this again so that you can, and as you go over it, please practice so that you can, get a hang of it very, very quickly. All right. Thank you, guys. I see you guys on the next one.
Thank you.
Thank you.